The Mike and Tony Show is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
This is Duncan. I sing in the band Relate with a period from Denver, Colorado. And you're listening to the Mike and Tony Show.
Yeah, Duncan. Been a long time since we've seen Duncan. How funny you showed up in a Relate
in my Relate
shirt.
t-shirt?
Yeah, I saw that when you walked in. I wasn't going to say anything. I'm gonna let it surprise you. Has he ever been here to this studio? Or he's only been on one time? Huh?
No, he's been here.
Oh, he has. The second time.
Yep, the second time he's been here. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were trying to get the drummer with him too, but it was only
That's right.
Duncan last time too.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. If you're a bingo player at home, mark this on your card. It's a Sunday morning podcast. Not too often. We've had a couple of these, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think it's not the like Thursday morning, maybe
Like
not.
a handful, just a handful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a handful in all these years, but it is nice. It's a nicer. It feels like a little bit more chill of a vibe. We got some football today.
Yes, sir.
You were telling me I got to be out of here because
Cowboys are on 225.
Yeah, aren't they playing the Bears?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I was like, oh yeah, cool. I was like, shit, I better look. When are the Bears playing today? And I was like, they're playing the Cowboys. Oh no. Bears not off to a strong start.
Cowboys not off to a strong start either, but
what's your record though? 1-1?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're 0-2, baby.
Yeah, we could have been 2-0. You know, that Eagles game was real close. Was real close.
Yes.
So
yeah. See, the Cowboys look really good. In the preseason, Bears look good. Even the first game, even though they lost a close one and gave up a big lead, they still looked decent. Second game, not as good.
Caleb Williams just needs somebody to throw it to. That's all.
Yeah, they don't have a good receiving core.
Yeah.
They're young. Hopefully they'll figure it out. Who knows? Yeah, I've been checking on my 5 fantasy teams. You're not going to believe this one, Pierce.
Are you winning all of them?
No.
Oh.
1 out of 5. I'm like, that's below average odds. Like I could have just gambled and done better.
That's like 18%, bro.
It's horrible.
It's like 18%.
They were all auto drafts.
Yeah,
and I don't know players well yet still.
Yeah.
So
That's funny, dude.
yeah. But it is off and rolling.
Yeah, let's give you an update on mine. Let's tell you.
Because you play with the big boys.
I play with the big boys, Mark and Dom, in the money league. That's the money league.
Yeah, you guys play for a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if it's $50 each.
Oh yeah. How many are in
that's
the league?
That's a good amount of
How many people are in the league?
12.
Oh shit, $600,
Yeah,
buddy.
dude, yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah. So, in my work league, I'm also 2-0.
Okay.
I'm 2-0 in my work league. My family league, I'm 0-2. Yeah, I'm 0-2 in my family league.
That's what always speaks to me about the randomness and luck in fantasy football.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, I'm playing him this week. And it looks like I'm going to lose to him too.
Wow.
So, yeah, my team is called My Aching Dak.
My aching Dak. Got it. Give me a second.
And then in the Mark and Dom league.
That's the big boys league.
That's the big boy league. Mm-hmm. And I am 2-0 and I might win this week.
How's Mark doing? What's his record in there?
Mark is, let's see here.
Curious how everybody's doing.
By the way, the name of my team in the big boy league, it's called Jet 2 Holiday.
Oh, I feel like we talked about this.
Because why dollar? Nothing beats a Jet 2
Yeah, because nothing
holiday.
beats it. Right. All
right, let's see here. The league and the standings. I am obviously number 1. Dom is number 2.
1-1.
Yeah, he's 1-1. I'm the only undefeated team. Mark is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Damn.
6, 7. He's 7th.
Big guy's
12.
struggling, huh?
Yeah,
No
he
wins.
is. Yeah. Yes,
1-1?
he's 1-0. No, he's 1-1. Yeah.
1-1. Yeah.
Yeah, but it ranks it for like the points against and the points for.
Sure.
And so, obviously, I'm 2-0. I'm the highest, but then the 1-1, it's whoever has the highest points for and the least amount of points against.
Gotcha.
The average of it. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Very cool. I was much more excited about football when I thought the Bears might be decent. Lost a little interest, but it's still fun. It's still fun to watch. I'm still dreaming about basketball, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, basketball's fun. I've been following so many people online. There's so many professional basketball players that play either overseas.
Oh, yeah.
Or in, you know what I mean? Whatever. They're making a living.
In their FIBA leagues and stuff like that. Their world
Totally.
leagues. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of room. If you're a baller and you're out there, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of room for you. Unless you're only dead set on the big, you know,
Yeah.
NBA. And
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's that thing we always talk about. We don't realize the eliteness of these fucking
Oh, yeah.
athletes. Like if you're actually in the NBA and God forbid you are a starter on a good team, like you are like the percent. I wonder what that percentage is. What percentage?
The percentage is dumb though.
It's got to be dumb.
It's real dumb because, again, those are the best of the best. Like even if you're on
Cream
the
of the
worst, even if you're on the worst team in the NBA, you're still better than like 99% of the people in the world. Dude.
People just don't realize it. You don't understand until
Yeah.
you're standing on the court. you
Oh, yeah.
know, with one of them, and you're like, okay, let's play some one-on-one, see what
Yeah.
happens.
Well, like we said, that whole Brian Scalabrine thing.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, and he wasn't some spectacular player.
he came off the bench.
Yeah.
But I always like his quote: "I am closer to LeBron James than you are."
Yeah,
You're like,
by
damn.
a lot.
Yeah.
By a lot. People just don't understand. They don't realize you get up against something like that when that's somebody's life and that's all they do.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. No, I mean, and that's the other thing too, right? Everyone has aspirations. We did, Dollar, when we were growing up,
Yeah.
of being in the NBA and being a professional basketball
course.
player and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
you know, obviously we're tall, but we're not NBA tall.
No.
You know, like our size, we're like point guards, bro.
Yeah, we would have to overcome our size. You know what I
We're
mean?
point guards, bro. we're not, you know, like LeBron's 6'8", you
Yeah.
know, Jokic is 7 foot, you know, it's
So
just like,
wild.
you know, all those kind of things. But, no, you know, I always think, I had friends who played overseas, and you had teachers
Yeah.
that played overseas. And I think like the magic number is like, if you're 6'6" and above,
Mm.
you can play overseas pretty decently somewhere probably, you know?
Yeah, and you know, the truth is for all those aspiring hoopers out there that are height deprived, we'll say,
Yeah.
you still have a chance.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because the only difference is you're just going to have to work harder than everybody. You're going to have to be better. You're going to have to put more time and effort. And you're going to have to want it more.
That's what you put into it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
For sure.
we see it. I mean,
yeah.
there's been some short players that are fucking ridiculously good.
Steph
Even Kyrie.
Curry.
What's Kyrie Irving, like 6'1" or something like that?
He's our size, 6'3".
Oh, Kyrie Irving 6'3"?
Yeah, so is Steph
Ah.
Curry. Steph Curry's 6'3".
I knew
too.
Curry was
Yeah.
6'3" still.
So, but yeah, I mean, still, those guys are, again, generational players, right? And they put the work in it and everything like that. I mean, even Steph Curry, he knew that he was on the smaller side of things. He put on a lot of muscle and everything as the
Yeah.
years have gone on.
Yeah.
You know, and he's you know, as much as everybody wants to hate Golden State, you know, and
Yeah.
as you know, when they were doing their runs and everything like that, like the man put work in, dude.
Oh, 100%.
Like Steph Curry is just freaking amazing.
Yeah, he's legendary. He's legendary. And again, people see the end product. They see this dude who just doesn't miss on threes. You're like,
Yeah.
how does he make so many funny? Dude, how
putting
many
work
has he shot?
Yeah, exactly.
How much work has he put in? You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? These people, that's where it comes from. It's not like there is a genetic gap sometimes too, right?
Well, yeah.
But even more so, the amount, if you're in the NBA, the amount of time you have put into basketball pales, like someone like one of us, well, oh yeah, bro, I hoop with my guys at work. I hoop with them. I could probably hang with them a little bit. No, you can't. They're gonna run you the fuck over because the amount of time they have put into this is ridiculous.
Yep.
And then you probably have to have you definitely have to have talent as well, genetic talent. Like
Not
just,
just genetic talent, but also like the mindset too, the basketball mind, the sports mind. You know, that's another thing too. Like,
yes.
you know, everyone says with Joker, right? You know, like, oh, he doesn't look very athletic, but he has a fucking basketball mind, bro.
100%.
You know,
That's true in all sports. That's what's so fascinating. People like Tom Brady, right?
Yeah.
In football, it's the same thing. Their IQ of the game is through the roof.
Yeah.
And you can make up for a lot.
Yeah.
When you are smart like that,
Yep.
and you do know, what the moves are.
Yeah.
Because for me, I've told you, like even just messing around here at school with guys after school and stuff, like I have to be creative now.
Yeah.
I'm old. You know what I mean? Like you have to be smarter because I'm not going to out jump them. I'm not going to fucking juke them and blow past some guy who's 170 pounds.
oh, my hamstring.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly. Exactly.
no.
Fall down.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot the free throw anyway.
Yeah.
Kobe.
No,
wannabe.
there's no free throws in one-on-one in basketball, street balls. No free throws in
one. Yeah. No, don't be that guy. If you're in street ball, don't call fouls. I mean, unless somebody punches you in the face.
Oh, yeah.
You got to call those. We were talking about grass before this, which is a very good Sunday morning old man topic. But one thing I wanted to say, because you were talking about the possibility of getting fake grass in the backyard, right?
Yeah.
Right. And it's a lot of people do it. I was telling you that I think it was
Joe Sakic?
Sakic.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say Sakic. Like it's pronounce it all like I'm Russian. But he had that as well. But I was just thinking in general how for the longest time, it's the stupidest fucking system in the world having regular grass. Isn't it dumb as hell? What a waste of money and water. And I learned it when I was working in landscaping because our specialty was xeriscape.
Yeah.
So it was like rock. You can have a beautiful yard with
Rock,
lots of
mulch,
plants and
stuff like
all
that,
kinds
yeah.
of stuff going on without having to have like fucking acres of just green grass that every once in a while somebody walks on it, mostly dog shit on it. And it just, you have to constantly cut it. You got to weed and feed. You got to do all this maintenance. And it costs time, money. It's bad for the environment. How did it get started? I wonder why we insisted on having patches of green grass around our house.
We need grass in front of our house.
Because I think back in the day, the caveman days, right?
The caveman days.
Is that what we're going for?
Need grass for a house. Need grass for a cave.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. Who decided
Yeah.
we needed grass?
And it's just such a common thing. And like if you've ever seen the numbers on it, it's so insane. Like how much money, especially like big companies and stuff that have like big old buildings and a plot around them and they've got all this green grass, even schools, like my school, different schools around, they have these giant ass fields.
Okay. The practice originated with European aristocrats
Oh, rich people.
as a symbol of wealth. Yeah, there you go, dollar.
course it
Exactly.
is, yeah.
And status. A trend later adopted and popularized in the United States by figures like George Washington and spread by the rise of the suburbs and the American dream post-World War II, making it the cultural norm for homeowners. The invention of the push lawnmower in the mid-1800s made lawn care more accessible, and various efforts, including promotions by seeding companies and landscaping organizations, further cemented the ideal of manicured green lawn in American culture.
Wow.
So another thing
It
we
was
adopted
rich people for sure.
Yeah, from rich Europeans.
I want to know, what did yards look like? Was there yards before that? Or like what was around houses?
Just like dirt, bro. Like
Yeah, that's what it says. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in the 1700s, what yards, quote unquote, yards look like depended on where you were. Let's see. So some common features that stood out: rural yards, functional over decorative, right? That's a big thing too. We all have fucking little gnomes and flags and little decorations all over the place, painted rocks.
painted rocks.
Yeah. So yards were workspaces, not just outdoor leisure areas. You'd often see gardens for food, animals, chickens, peas, goats. Okay, so it's practical, right? Is that what we're longing for? We want our farms back? Like brick or stone walls? Yeah, okay.
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, this just lines up with what you were saying here. It's talking about the aristocrats. It's kind of how it all started, having them really manicured and ornamental lawns. Right? Remember back in the 60s, the fucking shaved, not shaved, what am I trying to say? Shaped.
Trimmed.
Yeah, but they would like trim them
yeah.
into perfect shapes like Edward Scissorhands.
I was
Remember in the
about to
movie?
say that,
yeah. I knew you were. Of course you were. I love that that's both of our reference points. We think of like hedges that are like really well manicured and shaped.
Like,
We're like
Edward
Edward Scissorhands, yeah, that's just part of our thing. You sent me a video I thought was really dope. The one, it was like our generation talking about everything from
How we're not weenies, basically.
basically that's what they always are. Have you ever seen the one where they walk into the wall?
Yeah.
Like people hit their shoulder on the wall and it shows the different generations.
Yeah, they fall down.
Yeah. And our generation's, just like, just kind of keeps walking.
Yeah.
They're like, this generation, it hits it and falls down. Oh, my pussy. And they're like laying on the ground, rolling around. But it kind of sums up a lot of what's happened. The softening of the entire Western world or first world countries.
Yeah. Everyone's getting all sensitive on things. And
Everything. Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy Kimmel just.
Bro, is that sensitivity or is that just a king that doesn't like what you're saying?
Well,
Get him out of there.
let's get down to the bare bones of that, right?
Okay, so we're talking about Jimmy Kimmel getting fired.
Suspension. No, suspended.
Oh, it's only suspended. I thought
He's
they got
back
rid
on.
of the whole.
No, he's back. on.
Whoa, I'm
Yeah.
out of date. This
Yeah.
was yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, so yeah, the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing about the whole Charlie Kirk, and he made some comments and whatnot and blah, blah, blah. and then ABC putting it on suspension because of comments or whatnot. And then people having a fit, right, about First Amendment and blah, 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 like it's against the First Amendment rights and blah, blah, blah. Well, there's a little thing, obviously, called FCC. You know, me and you, Dollar, aren't a part of that. Because
No, we say whatever the fuck we want.
yeah, but no, there's a little thing called the FCC.
Yeah.
And the FCC is an appointed, not elected, part of the government by the president, and is overseen by the president. And they're basically the only radio and television, and only things that are not protected by the First Amendment and the free speech provisions.
Okay.
So, you know, and that's like, you know, it's just like any other job. Like if you said something fucking at work, Dollar, and they didn't like it, they're like, oh, you're fucking fired.
Oh, sure.
You know, it's the same thing. You know, Jimmy Kimmel had a job.
But
He
the
said some
difference
things.
is his was in the contract. Did you? I was reading this morning. He's suing them for, is it $1 million or $1 billion? Million. I think it's $1 million he's suing them for, which is crazy. But what they're claiming is that specifically in his contract, it's very clear about what he can say and what he can't.
all the satire stuff that he can say.
Yeah, and it's basically said he has free will to talk about whatever he wants as long as he doesn't do so in a way that uses those, whatever they're, the 7 words you can't say.
Yeah,
on
the
TV.
7.
I
7
can't
cuss
believe
words.
when
With
that
George Carlin. The
Bro,
7
when they
bad
said
words.
that in that article, when I was reading that, this is an article that came out today,
Yeah.
in 2025. I was like, this still exists? Like, there's 7 words you can't say.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
thinking back to George Carlin, whenever that joke was, 90s or something?
No,
Or-
it was like
he's
the
even
80s,
older.
dude. Yeah, it was like
In the 80s.
of
The
that,
fact that these broadcasting networks still follow all the same shit.
same rules, everything like that. You can't say or show things within certain hours of time as well. You know, that's why when
No
we were,
boobies.
That's why when we were kids, like BET After Dark,
Right.
you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay up and watch BET. I watch 2 Live Crew."
Yeah.
You know, like all those videos, dude. That
You're
had,
walking into my grandpa's.
ass and tits. Yeah,
Yes, Skinamax. Back in the day.
yeah, exactly. And that's part of one of the FCC
Yeah.
rules and regulations. You know, but no, I mean.
The word one is what gets me, though. The fact that in 2025 they still have these like 7 words.
7 words, yeah.
With all the
Well, what
crazy
is it?
shit they'll say.
South Park was the first one to say, was it shit or fuck? Shit, I think,
Okay.
or something like that, or fuck. One of the words
All right.
for the first time in like network television.
Checks out.
And they got away with it. Like I think they said, like, damn, I wonder how many times they said it. But I'll look that up. But
Like a
no,
whole bunch.
but like I was saying, with the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing, what also happened, Disney with that suspension. Disney lost like $1.8 billion in the span of like a day or two
And it's not the first time.
because of the boycotting of Disney. So they there was a lot of canceled subscriptions to Hulu, Disney, Apple, like all those things boycotting
How
them.
many people watch Jimmy Kimmel?
Oh, yeah.
Kimmel?
And that's the other thing. These ratings were terrible, and da, 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 like
No, bro. Stop.
his
Yeah.
ratings are terrible among conservative people. Yes,
They're one of the few broadcasting things that still has lasted, right? That
Yeah.
those shows are still really popular, and they do the same thing we do with our show. They put them on those other, clips and stuff like
Yeah.
that keeps it
Yep.
going. But to have that much success broadcasting is not common anymore. But to say that the ratings were bullshit, that's bullshit. Dude, come on, stop. Everybody knows.
yeah,
Yeah, but a lot of people are freaking out because they feel like that's what's happening is we're getting to this place where there's different levels, right?
no
There's
censorship. Yeah,
There's like people just kind of censoring themselves, which is literally to me the scariest when people
Yeah.
just don't want to say shit. And then there's like the next level where it's like your employer or somebody doesn't want a bad look. They don't necessarily
Yeah.
agree with what's going on, but they just can't have you saying this
Yeah.
because we have a business to run. It's going to
Yep.
fuck us up. And then there's like the highest level like this where with FCC and directly from the president and all this comes straight down is like, yo, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Right. And there's different levels of censorship when it comes to that. But I feel like they're all pretty shitty and they kind of go against everything that's American to me.
Yeah.
That's a
well,
big
and
part of
the other thing that people always said too was like, well, what about Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk never got in trouble. Da, da, da. Charlie Kirk was a podcaster.
Yeah.
Charlie
No.
Kirk, he didn't have his own
different
show.
thing.
He didn't have a network television show, stuff like that. But they were like, but the stuff that was reposted on like newses and everything like that, why didn't that get canceled and everything? I was like, well, again, it's posted on news. It's saying, hey, he said this. The news isn't exactly taking a side saying like we are for this, we are against this. They're reporting that
Right. They
he
can't
said this.
report on they can't report on bank robbings because bank robbing is illegal. Like what? That's ridiculous logic.
But yeah, so again, it was he wasn't part of any of that FCC thing because he did his own thing. He did his tours, and he knew that, right? Obviously, he didn't want to get into that kind of a thing, and he probably made decent money doing podcasting and all those tours and everything like that too. So yeah. Why change it up? Why change the script? If you can just live your life that way.
I know. And that's why I think it's got to be a matter of time. I can't believe those things are still hanging around. The stuff that Jimmy Kimmel has to deal with versus if he had the Jimmy Kimmel podcast, right?
Right.
You could do all the same shit. You could fucking put it out there. You could put it on anything you want. You could have full ownership over the whole thing from start to finish. I just don't know why broadcasting shit still exists. It's just the large amounts of money from advertisers.
And everything like that, yeah.
Because aren't the numbers way higher for certain podcasts? Aren't like Joe Rogan, for example, isn't his podcast get way more than like Jimmy Kimmel or any of these?
Yeah, well, here's the thing too. Well, and that's the other thing too. I guess like on network television, how they rely on the ratings, right? They do rely on ratings to keep their shows afloat. Now, there's sometimes, and I don't think the ratings. I don't know. I may be wrong. Again, we're not doctors. We're not any of that. But I don't think the ratings count when you watch a show after it's already been aired, right? Like on like a Hulu or something like that. Like if you're watching it like live.
It's directly through that network television channel.
Exactly.
They all tuned into it.
Yeah. And so, but that's the thing that's happening now is that we're living in an age where we're like, oh, I'll watch it later. I can't stay up and watch, I can't watch Jimmy Kimmel that late. I can't watch, what's his name to just also,
Colbert.
I can't watch Colbert that late. It's just, people will watch it later. And again, that doesn't count.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't, in more ways than one, I don't know how this broadcast media is still surviving without changing drastically.
Yeah.
Because that is the thing. Like it's people don't want to stay up, but they don't have to.
Yeah.
Like you can watch anything you want on demand now, everything.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm totally addicted. I'm about to finish the second season, which there's only 2 tires. That show you told me to watch. Fucking love that show, dude.
Shane Gillis.
Gillis is so funny. What's his name? There's a lot of people in there, actually. Some big comedians. In fact, have you watched all of them?
Yep.
What's it? Ron White.
I
just saw the one with Ron
NASCAR
White.
driver.
Yeah, he was a NASCAR driver,
drunken
alcoholic.
NASCAR driver.
Shit's so funny, and that's what was that. I was really tripping out on that show watching though because it's in a new era. But to me, it's a little bit like a newer Office, kind of like it's way more relevant now. Obviously, the Office is outdated in so many ways, but it's about these like regular people at a fucking regular workplace, you know, with just crazy shit happening. But even the way it's set up with the intro music and the way the whole structure of the show, it still echoes of that older broadcast time, you know. And anybody who puts shows out, they're all like that, you know. You start with they kind of have that basic structure, but I just wonder why. It's so interesting. We stay attached to what we know and we only build off of what was already in the past. I suppose you could make some wild shows. I'm sure people do, like on YouTube and stuff. It's probably some crazy style shows. They don't have regular intro music.
Well, what is it? One of the shows that Good Mythical Morning?
Okay.
There's these guys called Rhett and Link. They've been around for years, like 15 plus years. They were like one of the first like YouTubers. And they have an actual. They started in North Carolina, and they all got all the way out to now they're in LA. They have studios in LA. They have a whole like network going, bro. Like they started off as like YouTuber podcasters, and now they have their own like YouTube channel with like different kind of series that they do.
Oh, we should go that direction,
right? We'd have to move to LA, dollar.
Oh, yeah, maybe not.
No, but yeah, it's like, you know, with them, they have their own thing, and I was like looking, I was like, what is the net worth of Rhett and oh my God, they make a lot of money doing this YouTube stuff, and like and all those YouTubers do. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like the whole market has shifted. It's just a changed environment, which is crazy to me that these broadcasting places are still hanging out. Yeah, you know, that are still there, and meanwhile, there's no FCC. You could say whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. You don't have to bleep words out. You don't have to. Even us, we put that explicit warning at the beginning. I've always done that just so we can say whatever we want. We can cuss. We can do anything. But the truth is, we don't really have to have that on there. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a politeness. It is a politeness. Let you know, like if you're sensitive to swearing and shit like that, then you probably shouldn't. Don't let your fucking kids listen. Yeah, don't let your fucking kids listen. I was looking at our demographics. 90% kids. No, kids are filthy mouth. I teach them, dude. I know. Like
That's what's so funny is if you ever say a swear word in class, which I've done before, like a little one, you say hell or something like that.
No.
And they just, oh, and you're just like, stop. Like I hear you in the hallway. The things you say are 1,000 times worse than that.
You kids are ratchet. You kids are ratchet. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. They say some crazy stuff. So,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know though, but I do know that censorship sucks.
Yeah.
I just think it does. I would rather the guy spouting racist stuff be able to do that. He can do it because it's free. You can say whatever you want, and that's just the way things are. As soon as we're in trouble for the words coming out of our mouth, short of screaming there's a fire in a crowded theater, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Short of something obvious like that, you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want. No one has to agree with you. We don't have to agree with somebody. We don't have to listen to somebody because they have a platform. Go to the other place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, actually, he hasn't been brought back officially.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I read something this morning saying he was suing.
He's in negotiations, with them right now, currently. And so, yeah.
Well, because last I heard, they were just trying to get rid of the whole thing. They were just going to let the show go, which is crazy. The show has history, everything.
Yeah.
And they were just going to get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, dude.
It is wild.
But yeah, they've lost a lot of money.
The only reason people don't come after us, Pierce, is there's not enough people listening. If we had millions of people and we were saying the same shit,
we only have thousands. We don't have millions.
Yeah, if you have thousands of people listening, people don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit. But if you've got millions, if you're Joe Rogan, they're paying attention to what you're saying, for sure.
Well, and when you have millions, you influence a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, because you have millions of listeners.
Just like TV back in the day.
Yeah.
That was the big... That's the big thing.
Yeah.
And it does. And then there's the people on the other side with Joe Rogan, for example, that get really pissed at him because they're like, you have a responsibility with a platform like this. And you know what? As much as I don't always agree with everything him or his guests say or whatever, he can say whatever the fuck he wants. He built that empire himself.
Yeah.
I don't want, if we were to build this to that point, we're getting millions of downloads every single day, and then people are like, you have fuck you. Yeah. I don't have a responsibility to do anything, dude. We are not doctors. We are not experts. This is a form of entertainment where we record shit. We like to talk openly and honestly because not enough people do this. Now it is becoming more of a thing, and we put it out into the world, and for people to be like, well, but you have a moral obligation because you are influencing. That's up to him.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would feel that way. I would feel like, we have an obligation. Like, don't promote dumb shit when a lot of people are listening, even with a few thousand. Like, you have to be careful about the shit you're saying, but that's a personal choice.
Yeah.
I don't think you can tell people.
Sorry about the coils under the pyramids, guys. Again. Yeah. That's our bad. That's our bad.
Yeah, when we came on here and talked really boldly about the coils.
Sorry about those coils. They are
not. And I've been following it closely. There's people now. The debate is still going on.
That's funny.
And they're trying to get more evidence to show people like, no, there's really crazy structures under there. But that's what happens in a world where information is at your fingertips everywhere and anybody can say anything. That's the price we pay. Like, I want us to be able to say anything, but sometimes you hear something and you repeat it and you find out, oh, that was total bullshit.
Yeah.
Seemed real. Seemed legit. But,
I know. And again, I love him. But sometimes Fran be sending me this fucking wildest videos, dude.
Our very first guest ever for the listeners, by the way.
Yeah, and he's super conservative. He's super conservative, like GOP to the max. And he'll be sending me shit sometimes, dude. Like, he sent me the video about, like, The Rock talking about, like, I've lost all my muscle because I stopped taking testosterone. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, that's not him, right? That's not The Rock saying that. And those are like just clips and everything like that. And I'm like, that's AI. And I'm like, oh. And then there's a video he once sent me to. Because like some of the times, like, people do disclose that it's AI.
I think you're required to.
Yeah.
But not everyone does.
Not everyone does it, yeah. But on this one video that he sent me, it said, for entertainment purposes only, AI. And I was like, bro, do you realize this says fucking AI?
On the
like, yeah.
For entertainment purposes only.
I was like, dude, come on. But yeah, he's sending me wild stuff sometimes too. Yeah. He's like, do you believe this, bro? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. This is AI.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to be more critical than ever. You have to be more careful. You have to be discerning on all the info.
Oh, that was one of the videos he sent me was, the new Karate Kid Legends movie just came out with like Ralph Macchio and all that stuff and Jackie Chan. And, like, he sent me a video of Jackie Chan talking quote unquote talking about Jaden Smith. Like we didn't want to bring Jaden Smith back because he was disrespectful and like all this stuff. And I'm like, bro, that's not Jackie Chan, dude.
Yeah, people who can't tell, because right now the AI is really good, but you can tell most of the time, unless and I guess how would we know? If there's something out there that's that good, we wouldn't know. But the vast majority of this shit, there's just something off. It's that uncanny valley. Sometimes you can't even put your finger on it. You're like, Dad, just the way he fell right there. The physics of it looked a little off, or something was really weird. You have to be discerning. You can't just be passing shit along anymore. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention, Mike. So the reason we're doing a Sunday podcast is because it was me and Maya's anniversary. Yeah. So we decided to go up to Vail.
Oh, I thought you said Aspen.
I did, because I say that shit all the time.
You mix the two up, yeah.
Those two are mixed up in my head permanently. So we went up there, and she has an e-bike now. I don't know if you know that. So she got an e-bike a little while ago. I've got my really solid Cannondale mountain bike that I've had for years, and we were like, we're going to go up there, and we're going to ride some trails. And she took the initiative and found us a place where we could ride trails. If anybody's ever heard of Gore Valley Trail.
Okay.
So we get up there, we decide to stay the night. So we're in a hotel. We get up in the morning. We drive to somewhere near where it's going to be the trailhead. We park, we take the bikes out, and then we start riding around. It takes us a little while to find it. Eventually we get to the trailhead. We come through. There's all these people walking around. It's like this nice little pleasant area. And then you get to the end of it, and it's like, oh, here's the trailheads. Bro. I learned the difference between somebody who just rides their bike to work every day and home versus somebody who's like a mountain serious
biker, like a rails
mountain
rails.
Biker.
Yeah,
dude, we didn't. No,
that's what it was,
bro. It was a mountain. So and it even shows the picture. It has a map, and it's all, you are here. I look, and there's like maybe 100 trails. They're all over. Every fucking one goes up to the top of the mountain. I'm like looking up at this mountain, and I'm looking at Myra. And here's the thing: is leading up to this, when she first told me about it, she said it's specifically for e-bikes, and immediately red flag went off for me. And
because
I was like,
she doesn't have the pedal, bro.
And I said, why would it be only for e-bikes? And she's like, oh, I think it's for anybody, but it's just, it's good for e-bikes too. And I was like, the only reason you would say that is if it's like really rigorous, bro. Yeah. You got to go up and down hills and shit like that, because if you have an e-bike, no problem. You're just cruising. And I had told her this came up on more than one occasion, and I just backed down. I was like, whatever. Then we get there, we're looking at the map. I just looked back at her, and I was like, do you see this? And she was like, yeah. And even hers, because hers isn't a mountain bike style. It's like a cruiser style bike. Yeah. So we ended up, instead, we had fun. We rode all around town, and we stopped in this little coffee shop and had a good time. But bro, I realized I'm not a fucking mountain biker at all. I have a great mountain bike, but that's just for transportation or for riding to the park or cruising the neighborhood.
Those people that do those trails,
dude,
are wild. My bike that I have, my bike isn't like a generic bike or anything like that. It's a decently, I think I pay like $800 for my bike or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good bike.
And my friend Tim is a super mountain biker, bro. Like he's the one going on those thin rails and stuff like that, like going down hills and all that stuff. Online. And I was told him about my bike. He was like, oh, what kind of bike did you get? And I told him, and he was like, oh. I was like, yeah. I was like, it's like about $800. He goes, oh, okay. He's like, my forks cost more than that. I was like, what? I was like, what? Like your forks cost more than that? I was like, how much does your bike go like completely? And I remember him saying something like anywhere. His wasn't this much, but he said that those bikes can get anywhere from to 5 to 15 grand on the parts and stuff like that. If you're depending on it,
Yeah,
dude, because like some of them, you've been to a bike shop before.
Sure.
Some of those bikes you can lift with a finger dollar.
Oh my god!
Like they're so fucking light, like just road bikes, stuff like that.
Yeah,
you can lift with like a fucking pinky, dude. It's dumb.
Yeah. So pay attention to the details.
Yeah,
when you're working.
But you had fun. Huh? But you had fun, though.
We had a blast.
Yeah.
We had a blast. And it rained the whole time we were riding, too. And we didn't have rain gear.
Okay.
Still fun.
Yeah.
We found a nice little cafe. Like I said, it was all heated inside. Had some great coffee.
What was the temperature up there at the time? Like 60s?
Yeah, it was like upper 50s, lower 60s.
Okay. Yeah.
58 and 62, I think, was the high or something like that.
Yeah, we're getting to fall.
Oh, yeah. And it really looked.
It is fall, right? Yeah, it is fall.
By definition, it's technically fall already?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Right? So the
it's
20th,
fall.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It looked like that up there. There was leaves all over the ground and stuff like that.
Are they already changing up there? I thought it was like early October.
Yeah,
was like
I know, but you could see. That's what we were noticing too. It wasn't everywhere. It wasn't like everything, but if you looked up on the mountainside, you could see the aspens turning yellow, like the chunks of aspen where they were all turning that like golden color.
Oh, no, it's Monday, tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
First day of fall's tomorrow.
First day of fall's tomorrow.
It's the autumnal equinox.
Wow, we're
Northern
officially heading into fall. Damn.
Yeah.
But Pierce, I think I'm going to get an e-bike.
Long story short,
We found
I'm done with this pedaling shit.
it wasn't that. It was just because even when we didn't go on the trails, bro, there was, first of all, my wife, she doesn't listen. My wife, somebody's going to reach out to her, I'm sure, because I said that. But she doesn't listen. And I would say this to her. She knows. I say it all the time. She rides so slow, bro. Like, it's so crazy. Like, she'll be in front of me, and I'm like trying to hold my bike up. You know what I mean? When you're standing, like, okay, can you please?
Like she's like on a beach cruiser. Slow.
Yeah. But then there, which is so funny and ironic because she has all the power. She could just fucking bolt off at any point. But then there was a couple times where I'm like saying that, and she's like, "Oh, okay, fine." She's like, straight up a fucking hill. Like we were. It was.
And then you're just like, first gear still.
We get to the top, and she like hops off her bike. She's like, "Oh, we should take a picture here." And I get to the top, bro. I'm like, it's just so brutal. It's just like it made me realize that there are levels to everything. And
What kind of bike does she have? You know what brand?
I don't know the brand actually. We could look at it. I could show it to you. But it's we got it from this like all e-bike store.
The Pedigo shop?
No. What the fuck was it?
That's the one that's like in Southlands, the Pedigo.
No, this is close to downtown
okay.
where we went.
Is it electric?
Yeah.
No, electric bike. That's what it's called.
Oh, no. No, it's not called that either. I can't remember. She'll remember for sure. But yeah, so they had a really nice mountain bike that was like mine.
Okay.
That's the only thing that sucks about hers, dude. That thing, like taking it in and out of the truck.
Pretty heavy?
Good thing I fucking work out, bro. There's no, how would she even get that in and out of a truck? I'm like, there's no way if you were by yourself.
Yeah.
You're getting this in and out of a truck. And then my mountain bike just feels so light. But the one that they had that was similar to my bike, that was an e-bike.
Yeah.
That shit was even lighter than mine.
What?
It was so light.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Because hers is more like the cruiser style, you know, with the big old fat wheels. And those are nice. That's nice for hanging out. But be aware, folks, Gore Valley. Not for your average neighborhood bike rider. And I told her, and it was funny because everybody we saw, I was like, look around, dude. These are all e-bikes. All of them. And then occasionally when you saw a bike like mine, you knew. They looked like a fucking super athlete.
His fucking calves were like ridiculous.
Oh, dude, they're just
gigantic.
jacked. They have all the gear. They have like the tight bike shirt on with the biking pants, shorts, biking shoes on. The fucking back of their ass is just all mud up and down their back. Like they are getting it. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, this is not what we came for. Fucking, can you imagine? We just come home covered in mud. It's like, we didn't know. My poor bike, mine's probably like yours. I want to say it was like $900, something like that. Cannondale, really nice bike, but I probably would have broke too. My body would have broke. The bike would have broke. You have to know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah,
to
dude.
Get in Colorado to get out on those mountains and get after it.
Yeah.
Do you ride your bike very much? Do you ever like go on a bike ride or?
Occasionally here and there.
I feel like most of us have bikes and they just sit in the garage.
Like everybody, like when I was working close to the house, I was riding my bike, around and everything like that. And way back in the day, I'd ride my bike to work all the time, bro. Like all the time. Like, like when I lived up in Broomfield, I was going probably maybe 5-6 miles.
Oh yeah.
On the bike, like a good distance,
Yeah.
And at the end of the night, working, people would be like, you want to ride home? I'm like, yeah, if you want to throw my bike in your car or whatever like that, that's cool, but
I don't mind.
I didn't mind riding my bike.
I don't either, but it's different because it's 5 minutes from here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't riding 5 miles.
Yeah, no, it took me 30, 45 minutes.
Maybe it's a solid bike ride.
It was more than 5 miles, definitely. Yeah, more than 5 miles.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. So I guess how fast you're riding and how many hills and stuff there are. What's funny is when I ride my bike to school, which is pretty frequently, at least a few times a week, the students, they always want to know what's wrong with my car. That's what they say. What's wrong with your car, mister? What happened to your car? How come you were riding your bike? I'm like, because I wanted to. Does not compute. They're like,
Yeah.
but you have a car and you rode your bike. What?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
It's
middle school minds.
well, and it's also, I guess, regionally different too, right?
Sure.
Because we lived in not the New England, but the tri-state area, like up in New York, Pennsylvania, and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Like some people don't have license up there, bro. They just ride public transit, ride their bikes, a combination of things, like that. And so, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I do feel like America would be better off if we could go back in time and kind of relay our transportation foundation so that we set ourselves up to be more like Europe in that way.
Oh,
because culturally we're so far. It's like our guns, like we have to have
trains,
our cars.
like better trains.
Yeah, just to like if you were like, fuck it, I don't want a car, you're gonna have to figure some shit out.
Yeah.
Around here. Whereas if you live in Europe somewhere and you're like, it's not even a question. Most people don't have a car. You don't have to. You could walk outside your front door and within a 2-minute walk you're at a train station or a bus station or something that grabs you, takes you, and you can get places efficiently, quickly, and not expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas here though, it's like our guns. It's a cultural thing. We like to have because even me, bro, like there's something about being able to go anywhere and get anywhere anytime you want that we're just used to that. And I think with having an underdeveloped public transportation in combination with that, everybody just wants their cars. Because even if you did want to give up your car and start doing that, it's a pain in the ass here. And Denver's not bad because we have the light rail and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, and then the other thing too, like we were saying, in Europe they have the transit, like the trains, stuff like that. They're just like better, right? You can get across faster and everything like that. And the size difference between the United States and Europe is not that much. Like if you look at it, like people are like, no, they're smaller than us. No, I think it's like this.
You mean like all of Europe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't actually know, but that's
the difference in size. We're slightly bigger. The difference in size is New Mexico. That's it.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, also that being said, it's a lot of countries, right? The countries over there are much smaller and more compact. But I think that probably speaks to just having a longer history.
Yeah.
Here, we spread to the west like really fast. You can see it literally on maps.
Yeah.
Look how small the East Coast states are. And then as you get west, they're bigger and bigger. So you have fucking Texas and California way over here. These giant swaths of land.
Yeah.
This, could fit 16 New Hampshires in it.
Oh, yeah.
Or probably more.
Yeah. Well, the whole upper New England area can, Texas is way bigger than all of them. Like, but again, the density and population, right, is also different. Like New York,
right,
city.
Oh yeah,
not New York proper,
totally.
Just New York City in itself. The city,
has
a fucking shit ton of people compared to like Wyoming.
Do you think that even like if we go long enough, there won't be much land left? Like, because if you get into the Midwest, right, in the West, there's a lot of rural, there's a lot of wide open spaces. Do you think eventually the spread of metropolitan areas will just cover everything?
Well, I don't know. I don't think I think it's a matter of also like the land in itself on what it's capable of. Right?
Yeah, if you're all in rocks and sand or something.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
rocks and sand, and then just like how we've talked about before, like the soil, and like if you're able to do things with those kind of things, Yeah, I don't know, because out here in Colorado, I'm a native, and I grew up here, and I lived in Aurora and Seven Hills, so Hampton and Tower was like the furthest that had been developed when I was like in high school.
I believe that.
In 2000. 25 years later, it's pushed way out. E470. Past E470 now. You have.
That's
Murphy
what I
Creek
mean.
and all
Is
that
it
kind of
just going to
stuff.
keep going?
Southland's like crazy.
Eventually, it's just from here to Kansas, it's all connected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I
one
wonder
giant
if we
metropolitan
will
area.
get there. Because I don't even think anymore the type of land is much of a hindrance. I mean, look at Las Vegas, dude. Look at all the water they pump into that place. That place is not meant to be the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
All those people there. Massive buildings, fucking just waterworks everywhere. The Bellagio, just water in a place that has no water at all. Just sap it from Colorado River, right? Isn't that where it comes from? Most of it.
Is that where Vegas gets their
I
water
don't
from?
know. I think so. Probably just talking out my ass because I'm not an expert.
Let's see where Vegas gets their water from.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing. You can look up anything now.
Yeah.
No one
All this knowledge at your fingerprints.
I know that the Colorado River goes a lot of places benefit from it.
90% of the water, Las Vegas, about 90% of its water from the Colorado River via Lake Mead.
Yeah.
With the 10% sourced from groundwater wells in the Las Vegas Valley.
Yeah. Those just overflowing fucking taps of water they've got in Vegas.
There you go, Dollar. Look at you, Dollar.
I remember coming across that somewhere, just realizing like that's the story for a lot of places, but Vegas more than anywhere else. There's just nothing out there, and they turn it into this thriving gambling city in the middle of America.
Damn.
It's weird. But they're, Colorado rivers, they're not the only ones. There's a lot of people who get their water from.
Because of the melting of the snow, that comes from our Rocky Mountains.
Sure. That's where the rivers always start.
Yeah.
Right? It's up in the mountains. But yeah, so that's what I mean is like, I guess it's a balance of how tough is the land to live on and how strong is the motivation and support for people to generate whatever the fuck is needed to live there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If people really want to be there, they'll be there. And isn't Vegas, there was some documentary a long time ago on it, but isn't Vegas was created by like just a couple of people?
Yeah.
I feel like it was just like a few people that sort of had this idea and this vision of what
it was
they wanted
run. It was run by the Mormons a long time ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was the mob. I don't know why.
No, it is now.
It is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like it was the Mormons first.
Mormons in Vegas. How fucking funny is
Yeah.
that shit? That's wild.
Yeah.
Was it a gambling? It couldn't have been a gambling thing, was it?
Yeah, it was. So the Mormons, an old Las Vegas. They had the old Las Vegas Mormon fort in 1855. So it was a point for the old Spanish Trail.
When did it become a gambling hub?
Mormons oppose gambling. The LDS
But
is instrumental in developing Las Vegas area, though. And it's and remains the second largest religious denomination in Nevada. So Mormons still occupy Vegas.
you ever been to Old Vegas there? Like that other part of town? It's like the old.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a weird old. It's like walking through an old carnival or something. This feels a little off. Some people love it. My parents always loved Old Vegas.
Of course they do.
Go to Vegas and hang out in Old Vegas.
Yeah, of course they do.
Says nobody.
Of course they do.
Yeah, my parents got married in Vegas, actually.
Really?
Yeah, by Elvis.
I was going to ask that, yeah.
Yeah, by an Elvis impersonator. It's the funny story. I remember it was when I literally had 2 fucking broken wrists. And I was at the wedding. There's pictures of me dancing with my 2 casts on. It's like, God, I already am not a dancer to begin with. And then you fucking slap a couple of casts on me. You got quite a sight there, buddy. And that's the same one where Myra was there too. She was there with her boyfriend. And I was there with my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Look back at those pictures. You're like, whoa. It's just really weird.
You're like, sucker. You messed up.
Yeah. But Vegas is just a very weird place.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I was going to ask you, how do you feel about Vegas? Because
I like Vegas for the food. Like me and Patty,
right,
like it for the food. Right?
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Patty's a big food guy.
He's a big food guy.
And Vegas has great food. There's some
some good food out there.
What's that one place called?
He's actually Reggae Rise Up Again is in I want to say next weekend or the weekend after, the 3rd through the 5th.
Okay.
And he invited me out there again. This time not to work though, which is nice.
Yeah.
This time to just
to hang
out. He goes, I got your passes and everything, bro. He's like,
oh, that's nice.
He's like, Dave will be playing and we'll hang out with Dave.
Yeah.
And his other person that he manages, Cameron, those pictures up there, Dollar?
Yeah.
Cameron. He will be out there with his booth selling his artwork.
Yeah, his artwork is fire, by the way.
Yeah.
I just love those so
well, dude,
much.
he's up and coming too. He's doing Slightly Stupid posters. He did Rome's Red Rocks poster.
I feel like particularly with reggae music and reggae rock music, there's a real tie to artwork.
Oh yeah.
You don't see that in every genre. It's not
dude,
like
yeah, like the poster scene. in
yeah.
reggae music is big time.
Yeah, and if you look back on a lot of those 90s bands that were trying to break through and bring reggae here, you see a lot of it back then too.
Yeah.
Like just crazy, everything from graffiti art to just like,
Yep.
you know, those drawings that it always reminded me, like some of the Sublime stuff reminded me of like Garbage Pail Kid type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like these raunchy ass scenes or whatever, but they're really cool to look at. And I feel like you don't see that in everything else in other genres, but
Yeah.
it's great to be an artist if you're in the reggae
Yeah,
scene.
but that's what he said. He's like, come on. He's like, obviously this time I'm not going to pay for your flight and your hotel. He's like, so you just have to find a getaway out here and stay out here. He goes, but you know, I have the VIP festival tickets.
That's gonna be a blast.
I'm like, huh? So I don't know if I haven't committed to it yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, you should go. It's nice.
Yeah.
What days would you miss of work? Is it a weekday thing too?
It'd be if I went, like it'd be like a Friday. It starts on Friday night.
Oh yeah, so you're not gonna miss that much work or anything like that.
Friday, Saturday, and But yeah.
I was gonna look up best restaurants in Las Vegas.
Oh,
I just
that's
want
going to be a.
well, because there's one in particular. I'm trying to think of the name, and it's been so long since I've been out there that I can't remember. And I just remember the line being so ridiculously long. If I remember right, it was like a French name.
What was his name? Master Chef. What's this called? Gordon Ramsay. Everyone loves to go out to his restaurant and go out there and get some beef Wellington. I'd like to get a beef Wellington from there.
What is beef Wellington exactly?
You know what beef Wellington?
I mean,
is?
I've heard it a million times. I don't know if I've had it or not. It's like a big roast.
Yeah, it's a roast.
Okay.
And it has like a mushroom thing on the outside,
Like a bunch of little mushrooms or one?
like crushed up and everything like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Like a
Like breaded?
sauce that goes around the actual meat, and then it's the pastry that goes around that, and so it's all first you kind of sear the meat, to get a little bit of a cook to it, and then you put the I think it's cremini mushrooms. You put that like that concoction on the outside of it, and then you put the actual puff pastry on the outside. So it's puff pastry on the outside, and then you bake it, and then it has like a medium rare in the middle. When you cut it, you get a little puff pastry, you get that mushroom, and you get the
No, I've never had it.
Oh, what?
I've heard it a million times. I've heard of it.
Dude. Beef Wellington is the shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I have to try it.
It's so bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, there's great. Because for someone like me, I've spoken on the show openly about it. I don't gamble. Don't like gambling. Every once in a while, I'll put some quarters in a thing.
Yeah.
It's just for the entertainment or hanging out. But I don't drink, so I don't gamble. I don't drink, but I fucking enjoy going to Vegas. It's pretty fun. It's not my
It's people watching dollar.
Oh man, boy, there's some interesting varieties of people in Vegas, dude. You see everything.
Oh yeah, dude.
There.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's fun. And then, like I said, he's like, Dave will hang out with us and get some drinks. We'll get some food. So, yeah.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Nice to have like a little time that's not work time, especially because when you travel, most of the time you're working, you're doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. When I'm going with them, I'm usually working.
I was putting you to work, taking advantage of your kindness.
Yeah. But afterwards, it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with jobs is that even watching that tires show made me think about it. It's like, it's not always about the job you're doing.
Yeah.
It's the people you're around.
Oh, yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure,
mean?
dude. Yeah.
Take you back on all the fucking fun days we all had working in financial aid, our ping pong tournaments and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking everything from training together, working out. Like, we
Yeah.
just had so much fun. Looking back on what the job was, like, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter that much.
It doesn't. Yeah.
There's a difference in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are, even when we're at Jones, dude, working in the fish bowl, where everybody can just see us working.
Yeah, well, that place was interesting because we were separated from everybody else via the fishbowl.
Yeah.
But we were handpicked, some of us by you, I think.
All of you.
Yeah, well, but you were handpicked by Diane.
Diane, yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
Which she's still out there working, by the way.
Yeah.
We're still friends.
I
Do you
heard.
ever talk to her at all?
No, not anymore.
Yeah, we talk to her every once in a while. She's still out there just working. She never had to work.
She does like consulting and stuff like that.
I don't even know what she's doing now.
Something
Mai
like that.
probably knows.
Yeah.
But she cracks me up because she never had to work. Bro, her husband is like, he makes fucking bank.
Yeah.
But she just always insisted on it. And she used to always make me laugh because she'd just be like, I don't know why I do this. I'm like, I don't know why you do this either.
Yeah. All of us like, we don't know. Yeah. Why?
Yeah,
Why
but
do
she's
that?
an awesome person.
Yeah.
Again, she was really fun to work with. But yeah, so we were in the fishbowl. We got separated because the whole mass of us, we were all on the phones. We were all sitting out in this open phone area. We were all like subjects of a kingdom, I felt like. Like there's all these fucking rules and you can't fuck up and do this right and you have to have a certain number of these. And we had to dress, right? You had to be business casual or professional casual, I think.
Business casual, like
I don't think we had to wear
collared
ties and
shirts.
stuff.
No, yeah, just collared shirts, polos.
Yeah.
Something had a collar on it.
Right. And so then you got picked out to do this separate packaging department where we did a specialty thing. And then you handpicked all of us, which was all of your fucking friends. And we went into this place we literally all called the fishbowl because you could see in it.
Yeah.
Right. But you couldn't hear what was going on
Yeah.
inside. And people got a little bent out of shape because they thought we were having too much fun
Fuck
over
around,
there.
yeah.
And then everybody was late. That's where that whole story comes
Yeah.
from. The only time I ever saw you royally pissed was that for the listeners, we all worked together. We're all friends, had a blast in there doing our job every day. But it came to the attention of Mike because it came to the attention of his boss, Diane, because it came to the attention of her because everyone was talking about it, that everybody on our team was fucking late every day.
Yeah.
And the rest of them couldn't do that because they were very carefully monitored.
Yeah.
And they didn't like that we weren't. So that got spread around. And you gave us a good talking to. Said, fucking get your shit together. Everyone needs to be here on time tomorrow. Period.
Yeah.
And then the next day,
Tony Dollar's the only one sitting in the chair.
everyone else was late. I could feel the tension in the air. I was like, we are in fucking trouble. This is nobody's here. We are fucked.
Yeah.
And sure shit, yeah. Then I saw Hulk Mike. And it was funny too because we were your friends too. I think you just let us have it, bro.
It's harder to manage your friends.
Sure.
Because there's that
You don't want to
professional and personal,
Mike thinks he's all that now. He's the fucking boss. And then your friendship gets affected or whatever. But
Wait, you guys said that? Yes.
no, not me personally. No, I never heard that either. I don't think. I think everybody was like, Mike's the best. No, everybody loved you. We all loved it. We just loved that setup. It was a good time.
Yeah.
But it just goes to life. As I get older, me and Mike were talking about this, about as you get older, I feel like it's so much easier to find the joy in everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's so much fun shit. It's just fun just sitting talking to somebody or just literally just walking down the hallway at work. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that's a nice piece of art. As you get older, you appreciate all these fucking little things. And looking back on that, I would have never guessed at the time that I would look back on those times as some of the greatest times of my life.
Yeah.
Right. But they were. It was fun. It was just dudes in our early 30s hanging out, young, the whole fucking future ahead of us, and which is why it's also cool to get older with a group of friends.
Yeah.
You see, we're so different now, all of us. We're not nearly as crazy. We don't do all the shit we used to do.
No.
Much more down to earth. Everybody seems to have like balanced out pretty well. Right?
Yeah.
Even those of us that were very extreme back in the day.
I don't know. Bruce Leroy still doesn't know what he wants to do with life. Bruce Leroy thought he was going to be a lawyer. He's going to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Now he's a roofer.
Yeah. He doesn't literally roof though, right? He's like doing sales or something.
Well, I mean, he's on there.
He's literally roofing.
But he's not doing the actual work. Yeah.
But he works for a roofing company.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. For a second, I was like, I need to talk to Bruce Leroy. Yeah. What is going on over there? He's out there laboring.
Dude has like 20 years of school.
I know. And that's the thing. He's so talented. He's so smart in every way. Like, it's like, who knows? And that's where that comes from of everybody's in their own time, though.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. There's so many times I thought I was on the verge of it. I'm like, here it is. This is the thing. And then it's not. And it's not. And you just got to keep moving and you figure it out as you go. And but it is funny because I think back then we all kind of thought Bruce Leroy is going to be the fucking first one to figure everything out. Yeah. He's going to have it all.
This guy's got a lawyer.
Yeah.
I remember like we saw that picture.
He'll be our rich friend.
Yeah. He's going to take us everywhere, guys. He's the first one out.
Yeah. Well, the truth is there's a lot of money in roofing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was funny because I remember when he graduated from law school. Remember that's when they had that picture of me giving him the flowers.
Yeah.
Like on my knees giving him the flowers of him graduating.
Yes, and us all standing there.
Yeah.
Bunch of yahoos all in tucked in fucking polo shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. We thought Bruce Leroy's going to take us places, guys. He's our first one in.
Yeah.
He's going to know so many people.
And then there was a day I went clicking my heels out of, that was CSU Global.
Yeah.
Went just clicking my heels out the door. They let me go.
Yeah.
Because they had to make cuts.
Well, then you inspired Dan.
And that's why it's all connected. It's so funny, you know, because for me, it was like, finally, I'm free. Fucking, I'm going to build this music empire, you know? And I started to, but was that it? No. But I had to do it, right? Because where would Dan be if I didn't do that? You know what I mean?
We wouldn't be going to CU games for sure.
Well, even me, because I don't even think I would have gone back to school if it weren't for that. Because if it weren't for that, I got that taste of music. I got that taste of doing something I wanted to do. And then the reality came slamming down, and I had to go back to doing the same exact shit I was doing before.
Yeah.
And it really set in.
And once you got back to that, you were like, fuck, I don't want to do this again.
Yeah. Yeah, but also knowing, like, well, it can't be music again.
Yeah.
It can't be like, well, I'm going to go try again. And so then it was just like, damn, I got to go the hard road. I got to get a bunch of
the
fucking
podcast
education. Yeah.
See, it all coincides. Dollar, if I wouldn't have picked you out at that holiday party, would you be a teacher right now?
Oh, it's such a true thing.
Butterfly effect.
Dude, so for the listeners, that's how me and Mike met in like 2009 or something, 10 maybe. We were working at the same place. And I've always been socially awkward. Like I never know who to talk to. Even at my new job, dude, especially the first like week or two, we'd have these big old group meetings and everybody's in their little cliques and groups and everything. And I'm like literally sitting at a table by myself in the back. Like that's just who I am. I've always been like that. And Mike saw that. And I was trying to go out of my way that day because I don't think we had to go to that party.
No.
I went to the party and I was like, I just want to go and maybe I'll meet some people. Maybe I'll hang out a little bit. And had it not been for you, none of that would have happened. But then you saw me and you were like, yo, hey, you want to come hang out with us? And I did. And the rest is history. Here we are.
Here we are.
Fucking 10, 11 years later doing a podcast. It's pretty crazy how everything's interconnected.
Yeah.
Especially like you said with that thing with Dan, because I left the job and was trying to pursue an entrepreneurial career in music. He got inspired and did it too. Yeah. And then it didn't work out for me, but it worked out great for him.
Yeah. Well, kind of, sort of, right? Because he went and did his own entrepreneurial thing too, right? He started to go sell things and had his own business making the cold brews.
Oh, that's right. We still have those.
And then then he got the cease and desist letter, remember? Like he was like, stop doing this. I'm like, okay. And then that's when he went back to education too. And that's when he asked me to write him a recommendation.
Yeah. Full circle.
Yeah, full circle. Because Dan got me into financial aid.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
And for the listeners who don't know, who are like recent, we've been picking up more followers lately that haven't heard all these stories 1,000 times. Yeah. But that's how we all started. We were all a big group of friends that worked in financial aid in colleges, and that's a small world.
It is.
And so we all kind of interchanged multiple overlappings of employment where some of us worked together at the same time.
Schools, yeah.
And there was a couple where we were all together. Just fucking being menaces.
We were all together. There's some where we were apart. I mean, that's also where I met Patty.
Yeah,
was financial aid at University of the Rockies, and
he knew Diane too. Like, maybe that was where you.
No, he didn't know that one.
They did.
Oh, yeah?
Diane knew him. They worked together, but I can't remember where it was now. Ashford, maybe
Ashford,
something like that.
Yeah,
again, small world.
But yeah, Patty. I met him in financial aid, and that's what he says too. All the time, he credits like our friendship to. When they first came out here from San Diego, they didn't have any family out here, right? They all transferred from San Diego to Colorado. And that was the year, like, I had a Thanksgiving at my house. I'm like, fuck it. Let's just have everybody at my house. Yeah. And they came over, and he goes, dude, he's like,
those little things don't seem like much in the moment.
Yeah.
But you realize how much it impacts and builds relationships that last decades.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those little things you did, like, because I never think about that very often, but I probably should. Like the fact that you did come over and talk to me and you invited me in, I got to meet other people. Think of everything that came from that one moment, dude. Yeah. If you were a different kind of guy, you're just like, who's this new fucking guy over
Tony
here?
Tony had a loser, a gray silverish suit of some sort.
Really? You remember?
Yeah.
I was wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were all suited up, Dollar.
Well, dude, we had to be, I mean, it was a party, obviously, but we we had to dress a lot better than nowadays. No one gives a fuck anymore.
No.
In most jobs. There's very rarely, if you're in sales.
COVID definitely changed that too.
Yeah.
COVID really changed that too as well. So
even the home stuff.
Yeah.
Because even like my job, like tomorrow, I'm going to go in for a little while, but it's a non-student
In-service?
contact day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nowadays they're just like, hey, depending on what it is we have to do, they're like, yeah, you work from home, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Like as long as you get your stuff done. Because it's funny if they try to micromanage that in teaching. To me, anytime you're micromanaging teachers, you're getting into dangerous territory.
Yeah.
Because these are people that work at home, they work on the weekends, they're doing shit all the time. You start getting picky with hours and hey, no, you said you were working these hours here, and then it's like, okay, well then how about we just cut all the other shit off? I work 8 to 5, buddy.
Yeah.
And that's what I do.
You better get to me between these hours because
Yeah. But then the irony is if you try to do that as a teacher, the odds of success are pretty low.
Yeah, well,
It's hard.
I sent you that one post of that teacher that
Ugh.
was grading papers up until
know.
like the day before he died.
Yeah, God rest his soul. What a good dude, though.
Yeah.
Because he knew his kids wanted it. That's such a bizarre thing about death. It's like we think about the big things, you know, like, oh, I won't have those relationships or that this is going to be missed, but you don't think about all the little shit like God forbid, where's some wood before I fucking jinx myself, knock on wood. But if I were to pass away today, right? All of a sudden, this studio is still sitting here.
Yeah.
Everything in here has to be dealt with.
Yeah, dude.
There's fucking guitar over here, all these microphones,
Yep.
this room, and that's just one little piece. There's my truck sitting outside. And you think about that with every person. That's the weird part about death. And as I feel like if I was going to write like stories or something, and people talk about death a lot, instead of making about the big shit, I would write stuff about the little tiny things. You know what I mean? The last person that you talked to, what was the thing that you said to them?
Yeah.
How
Well,
did
that was like Tier's brother.
Mhm.
Wyatt, when he, passed away.
Yeah.
And you learn firsthand, like, there's things you got to take care of, bro. Like, you got to go to his apartment, talk to his landlord, say, hey, he's not here anymore.
Yeah.
Go to his job, go to his work, like you notify multiple things.
Crazy.
And then, like you said, then you got to take care of like, oh, he had a phone. Okay. We got to call up those phone people, say we're the power of attorney people. And, we have to take care of this phone now. Make sure that all the debts are cleared, cars again, right? Car notes, got to take care of that, insurance, all these other things. And yeah, it's just.
And that's what I mean. We don't think about it because we don't like to think of our lives as finite.
And somebody's got to clean out that apartment, and that's that sucks. Like you said, if you were gone, someone's gonna have to come here and clean up the studio and do something with the studio.
I know. And that's what's such a bizarre thing to think about because like I said, I think we all like to walk around we just avoid it. We don't like thinking about the fact that our lives are finite.
Yeah.
There's a number of years that you're here and then it's over. This, as we know it, this life does not go on forever. And we all know it.
Yet.
Yeah. We say that again?
Yet.
It doesn't go on forever.
I'm gonna be a cyborg one day, dollar.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When I'm a very spiritual person, like I definitely don't think that's the end of your soul. I think there's stuff that goes on. I don't think we have any idea how to explain that now or understand what it is, but there's such a reality of there is a finite ending. There's a moment when no longer you are in this body here doing this thing, and everything that every person you've talked to, every phone you left sitting on a table, every fucking coffee stain on a table, like all of it, everything you did, it's all still there.
Yeah.
And so the people that love you do end up dealing with all that stuff. Makes you think, like, be a good person.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, somebody died and you find a fucking stack of Playboys and you know what I mean? You find out all the little things.
Pervert.
Yeah, try saying that to people now. Like, if you look at porno, you're in the 99.9% of the people in the world.
In the world, yeah.
Yeah, everybody. It's weird how things change. But yeah, life can be gone and it's over. And then there's all these little artifacts and these little things. And that's what I mean as I get older. I look at that and somehow I see beauty in that. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's like, that's so neat. You know, like we're all these little...
And it makes you think, dollar, like there's fucking people still around that are just shitty, negative all the fucking time, bro.
Yeah.
All the time, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, you are wasting so much energy.
Yeah.
Like it takes a lot more to be angry at something.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Yes. 100%. As a person who
like
gets angry.
There's more energy you're putting into like being actively mad at something, dude.
Yeah, there's the Buddhist quote about it. For years, we had that Buddhist poster right here on this door. Yep. And what was the one it said? It said anger is like holding on to a hot coal to throw at somebody or something. But you're just fucking holding on to it, burning your hand off and suffering.
Yeah.
Because you're holding on to it. That's the irony that I wish more people understood about negative emotions. Is it doesn't seem like it, but it is as simple as letting it go. Just let go of it. Yeah, but you don't see that you are still holding on.
Can you imagine just walking around being perpetually angry all the fucking time?
There's a lot of people like that.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, that takes a lot to do that, dollar.
Yeah.
You actively have to be thinking about anger and hate and all that stuff all the fucking time, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And being wronged. A fucking person, they slighted me. I know they did. Meanwhile, that person doesn't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff like that. We walk around just.
That was that guy that I fired.
Which guy?
Remember the bar? You fired me.
Oh, yeah.
That's him his entire life now.
Yeah.
Mike Pierce fired me.
Yeah. No, it turned out he was cool because you were cool. You're a cool person.
Yeah.
It's less about, somebody firing somebody, but it's more about like that personal interaction. I try to tell my fellow teachers that too. It's the same thing. It's really we're all just people. Everything is relationships. Everything is people. In every direction you look, like, sure, there are skills. You want to be a great basketball player? Sure, there's all kinds of skills to develop. It's people.
Yeah, it is people. And it's like you said, it's everyone has a teacher that they remember, that they hate.
And I was going to say, for what reasons is really important.
That they hate. And they're like, oh, what was your teacher?
Teacher that I hated?
Yeah.
I don't know that I ever hated teachers. I had a couple of teachers that I just felt bad because it seemed like they shouldn't be doing this job.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple of teachers that were like just real assholes.
Yeah, dude.
We had a Spanish teacher who was just a real jerk. Just a jerk. Funny, and it was also another Spanish teacher that I felt bad for because like the kids all made fun of him. And dude, he had the longest comb over I've ever seen in my life, bro. His hair was like down to here on the sides. Like he had like an inch. And that motherfucking, it was like, he had long hair if he just let it go. It was like grown out fucking hair. But when he did it all, it looked like a short, really weird looking wig. You know what I mean? But no, as far as hate, but I know some people had teachers that fucked them up for life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Told them they wouldn't amount to something or were just mean. Did you have anything like that?
No, I just had like a teacher. Like I remember a teacher I didn't like. That was my 5th grade teacher. That was Mrs. Whiteley. I didn't like her because she was like that person. You're like, this teacher's always angry, bro.
Oh.
Like,
yeah, I wasn't thinking back far enough. You're right.
Yeah.
I have a couple of those.
Yeah,
Miss Bergstaller. Fucking my 3rd grade teacher, Miss Bergstaller. She looked like she was straight out of the 50s. She had like that big bun hair.
Okay.
And she was older then.
Yeah.
She was probably, I don't know, she was a little kid. She looked 100 to me. She was probably in her 40s.
Isn't that wild when you're,
or something. You know what I mean? But she seems so old back then.
yeah. Because that's why I asked Callie too, dude. I'm like, am I old? She's like, yeah, dude. And I'm like, fuck. Because I remember when I was 18 and my parents were like 40. And I was like, my parents are fucking old.
They're
That's when I was
ancient.
18.
I know.
Right? Callie is 12, bro.
I know. They can't even fathom. We're like a different species. Fucking old people. Yeah. No, Miss Bergstaller was the worst. She was rude to kids.
Yeah.
She's one of those people that shouldn't have been there. And I think, I was thinking back, I was more thinking middle school and high school. So I was thinking I had the conscious mind enough to be like, yeah, that person's probably just miserable. You know what I mean? But when you're younger, you don't. In 3rd grade, I didn't know. She was just a bitch, dude. She was just a horrible person. And she was so mean. She's the one that I peed myself in front of the whole fucking class because of her.
Oh, damn.
Because I was in my seat. We were doing like a test or something, some silent activity. And I remember raising my hand, and she didn't see me. And so finally I went.
She did, and she didn't want to.
And yeah, and right. One time she literally made eye contact with me. I was like, I know she saw me. Like, and I'm in trouble.
In pain, yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So I like go up to the front of the classroom. I'm like, Miss Bergstaller, I really have to. And she cuts me off and she's like, you need to go back to your seat and raise your hand. I was like, I know I was, but I was back to your seat. Okay. I get back to my seat. I raise my hand. And when I raise my hand, she ignores me. So I keep raising it. I mean, I'm fucking freaking out. I'm about to piss myself. And then finally she acknowledges me and motions me to come back up. So then I get up, I walk back up there, I'm standing there, and she's like, hold on one second. She's like doing something. And I was like, Miss Bergstaller, I really have to go. I really have to go to the bathroom right now. Can I please go?
Oh, dang.
Fucking whole class. Everybody was watching.
Yeah.
Because we're all, when you're doing something independent and the teacher's up there, oh, he's in trouble. What's that?
Oh, dang.
Dude, I never lived it down. I couldn't. You were a fucking kid who peed your pants in front of the whole class. And it's like, because she was just a jerk.
Yeah.
She was just a jerk. Looking back, like my little mind, there's probably more to her than I could have ever understood. She was definitely, when you're a kid, you don't see those people as real people.
No.
They're like the teacher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't realize.
They don't have lives outside of school. They just live at school.
Imagine a dude being interested in her, bro. I can't fucking fathom somebody. But you don't know what she was like outside of school. She had some bone to pick with kids. Like they just irritated her.
Yeah.
You ever see those teachers? There's teachers like that where they're there because they want to be, but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm going to teach these fucking kids a lesson.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this generation thinks they're all that. Walking around acting like fools. Like that person, don't be a teacher.
That reminds me of my mom, dude, which is hilarious because like my mom is, I've even met my mom before, I think. Yeah. My mom was a pediatric hygienist, but for the longest time, you're like, why is my mom a pediatric hygienist? She doesn't like kids. She doesn't like kids. You know, and she obviously she loved us, right? We're her kids, but she doesn't like other people's kids.
Yeah. It's different.
And I remember that because like when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I worked at their office, you know, doing the sterilization and everything like that, the tools, and like I helped organize tables and stuff, you know, and I got them prepped for their patients. You know, before I realized it was probably slave labor, quote unquote, because I was getting paid nothing, you know, for doing all that. What a dental assistant probably should be doing. But no, I remember there's one time my mom was working on this kid and had her fingers in his mouth, and my mom looked at him. She goes, "You bite me, I will bite you back." And I was like, oh my God. I was like, and I looked at the kid and I like gave him that look like, she'll do it, bro. Like, I'm her son. She'll do it, bro.
Better listen, bro.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a fucking bite.
Yeah.
She's going to bite you. Then you have to go to the hospital. Yeah, that's funny. Now, there's so many people like that.
But everybody loves my mom. Like when they talk to her, they're like,
she's one of those.
They're like, dude, your mom was awesome. I'm like, yeah. I was like, you know why? Yeah. I was like, because I grew up with, you know, I have the same like comedic thing as my mom because my mom's pretty sarcastic too.
Yeah.
And that's my stepdad too. He's real sarcastic, and that's where I got a lot of the sarcasm from, you know, and my smart mouth isms. But yeah, like, your mom is real, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My mom will tell you how it is.
Kids do respect that too. Kids in general respect that. Like there's those teachers. I remember I'll not mention her name. She's one of my favorite fucking people in the whole world that I used to teach with. And man, bro, I thought I'd walk by the classroom sometimes and think there was a domestic dispute going on inside there. I'd be like, what? Somebody call what is happening inside there? The kids fucking loved her, but she did not play. Yeah. No, she did not play. Oh yeah, she'd yell. Yeah, if you're getting out of line, she'd fucking let you know, and she'd talk to you just like she would talk to a regular person. And that's what kids loved, though,
being respected,
because they knew if she's yelling at me, I fucked up.
Yeah, I
know I did, because she's not one of those abusive people like Miss Bergstaller, who's just gonna talk shit to me just because they don't like their job. Yeah, she's talking shit because I'm letting her down and I'm letting myself down and I'm doing shit around me. And those teachers I admire because I've never been that. I'm the same kind of person I am in real life. I'm a nice guy. And so sometimes it's harder for me to find those arounds, but there are teachers like that where you're just like, they're just, the kids love them because they're fucking real. Yeah. Do they have a temper problem? Maybe they got some PTSD? Yeah, probably. Yeah, something going on there. Something's fucking, there's a bolt loose somewhere. Yeah. But because of that, the kids love them because they're so fucking real.
Yeah. Well, that was like my honors algebra and geometry teacher in high school, Mr. Ott. God rest his soul. He passed away a while ago. But I had Mr. Ott, and he was the one that called me the virus.
Yes.
But again, he was somebody that afterwards, you're done with school, you're like, damn, Mr. Ott was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
He was actually pretty cool.
Totally. And that's a great feeling as a teacher. I've had that happen where kids come back. There's the kids that come back. They're like, they came back because they loved you then, they love you now, and they want to see you. Yeah. But then there's the kids that come back because they've reformed. Yeah. Like they've had some life changes since then.
Sorry, bro.
I found out the hard way a couple times. This shit went, you were just looking out for me. And they have that realization. Yeah. That's such a nice thing. 90% of the time you don't get that though. You just hope they figured it out, or hope they don't hate me forever. I hope they're not still fucking out there carving my name into something right now. Mr. Dollar. Yeah. Yeah. I've had a couple incidents too where I've told you my whole philosophy on, because I like working at Title I schools, buddy. So sometimes there was a kid not too long ago that had a gun at school.
Yep.
And that's happened to me twice. One time was real crazy where a kid literally lured younger kids off the campus and
Pointed the gun
at them and told them, he robbed them basically.
Yeah.
And took all their stuff. And then there was another one where a kid just had one at school and was showing it to people or whatever, and word got around.
Yep.
Both times before the shit hit the fan with those, I had literally dabbed those kids up an hour before it happened.
Yeah.
And so that's what I always think, because people are like, aren't you scared of it? I'm like, I can't control randomness, just like a car accident on the freeway. Like, I can't control if in the crossfire something happens, but I'm telling you, there ain't no kids coming for my life.
Yeah.
They're not trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Because I love every fucking one of them, and they know it. And maybe sometimes I don't say things that they like, but I think teachers overlook how important that is. Like the old joke back in the day, what was that comedian's name? He was so big in like the early 2000s. He was like cool. He was like the first rock and roll comedian, if I remember right. I know you know who I'm talking about. I think you liked him a lot. I'm just blanking on his name for whatever reason.
Okay.
But he didn't he. I think he's the one who had the story about the fucking rager who comes in and shoots up the place. But he was like, he remembered he gave the guy a Snickers bar or some shit like that. I'm fucking the joke up so bad.
Oh,
What's that guy's name?
I know what you're talking about.
He was like the first
Snickers. And he points, he goes, Snickers.
And it just keeps moving.
Dane Cook.
Yeah. That's who I'm talking
Yep.
about. Yeah. Crazy to forget that name. He was gigantic at the time.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of my general philosophy, is just be cool to everybody.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
You know, I might get mad in class. I might be yelling, but there's never a kid, and I'm not going to let anybody leave my room and feel like I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
Or like I really have a beef with them. They all know I'm pissed because you're not doing what you need to do or whatever.
Yeah.
And, knock on wood, whatever. Hopefully that never changes, because there's always the other thing. Like, I've literally been punched in the face before, good breaking up a fight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's not intentional.
No, it's
kids
not.
aren't.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, and that's the whole philosophy. Be a good person, dog.
Yeah.
It's the most basic human concept, right? Just walking around, being kind, being nice. There's going to be people that aren't going to match your energy, for sure.
Oh, 100%.
But I always think of it when I meet those people. I'm like, okay, something's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Something I don't know about. I'm not going to press it. I'm not going to be like, hey, you don't have to be a dick.
Because all you're going to do is fire them up.
Yeah, just going to fire them up.
Yeah, it's going to get worse. That's such an enlightened way to live life, I think, is just to understand people go through shit, and people.
Yeah.
Because I think what comes with age is that nobody in their heart of hearts wants to be angry legit.
Yeah.
Like, we might choose that. People choose that, but it's all pain based. It's all fucking trying to run from something, or they always felt like no one ever gave them respect, or there's something going on.
Yeah.
But nobody, if you got to just look at your life before you had it and pick it, no one's going to pick to be angry all the time.
No.
No one wants to be mad. No one wants to be a dick deep down in our hearts.
Yeah.
Now, are there, people who are socially very off, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's what's the word I'm looking for? Sociopaths, right?
Yeah.
Like, that exists. There's
Yeah.
people who mass murderers and things like that, and that's different. And I think you need to know that exists, because there are mass murderers out there who've never murdered anybody.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's people they're fucking off, and it's just
They're just waiting.
ticking time
one
bomb.
thing.
Something's
one
gonna,
thing is going to set it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You don't want to be that one
No.
thing.
It's just,
No, but I think of it that way a lot too, because I know a lot of people are like, you should have a gun, always protect yourself, and me and you talk about this a million times.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, what are the odds it's really going to save my life? That I'm going to get to my gun and be able to successfully defend myself. And the other part is, even if I did, that's going to fuck with me the rest of my life that I killed somebody. Even if it was somebody trying to kill me and I killed them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be fucked up from the rest of my life, because I just don't believe in that shit.
Yeah.
Unless you're a spider. If you're a spider, you're out.
yeah. Well, I mean, I have a friend whose dad killed somebody. Not his fault. It was an accidental thing. The person was drunk
Oh, no.
and got in a car accident and was walking into the road. Walked right in front of him.
He hit him.
Yeah, he hit him.
And the guy died.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare. For somebody with a conscience that really cares and wants to be a good person and have a good life. That's a fucking hard one. You know what's even harder, though, is if he was in the wrong.
Yeah.
Whether he got away with it or went to jail. Like, if he had been drunk
Yeah.
or something like
Oh, yeah,
that. You
for
know what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah.
Those people never recover from that
No,
stuff.
dude. Yeah.
The rest of their life, they like killed their best friend or something because they were just being a maniac on the road and drinking.
Or you're going to have those people that are going to be angry at them for the rest of their lives. Because that was somebody's son, that was somebody's husband, or wife or daughter, or somebody like that, right?
Yeah. And then that's where the real deep philosophical and religious questions come in, where people are like, nah, he doesn't deserve, he fucking killed my son. I don't care if you fucked up. I don't care if you said you're sorry. Like, you don't deserve to live, bro, because my son's not alive anymore, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Tricky territory.
It is tricky,
Be a good person.
Yeah.
Try your best, dude. Try your best. But that's the funny thing is no matter how hard you try, you're going to be a dick sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Catch you in the wrong mood. You're fucking hungry. Me when I'm hungry is a
different thing.
Yeah, like if it's a bad hungry.
Yeah.
Like I ate breakfast, fucking didn't get lunch. It's all day I'm running around. I'm going to a volleyball game. Then I got to go pick up so-and-so. We're dropping this friend off. Like at that moment, I can be a dick. I can just I'm fucking hungry.
You agitate it.
Right? And there's different things that do it. Lack of sleep will do it. Not to me. I feel like I've never had enough sleep. So that's just by the way, we have to talk about that. You sent me that screenshot. You got a fucking 97 out of 100
sleep score, bro.
On your sleep score.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I did that cycling.
You made it, Mike.
Yeah. I did.
One of us did it.
I did it. Yeah, I did the cycling, right? I did the plunge,
cold plunge sauna,
and did that for 2 cycles. Mm-hmm. And then that night, I did it at night. I did it about 6:00 at night. That night though,
slept like a baby.
97 sleep score, 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
8 hours of sleep.
That was what was crazy is anytime for me to get a high score, I have to have a lot of hours.
8 hours of sleep, $1, right? Uh-huh. And then I was joking around with you. I was like, I don't feel any different from today than the day before.
All that science is bullshit.
I don't feel any more energized.
Yeah. Feel the same. If I didn't have this little machine, I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, dude.
I do think about that a lot.
But I did it again yesterday.
I
did another cycle.
Yep.
My sleep score is 80.
Hey, that's pretty good though.
It's decent.
80's good.
I'm hanging around the 40s, 50s.
Yeah, you're a little worse than me. Mine's usually hanging around the 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll get up to like 69, 70.
Yeah.
But I had an 84 today. But also I slept for 9 hours and 10 minutes.
9 hours, 10 minutes.
I can't get into the 80s without sleeping longer.
Let's see what mine was.
Oh, yeah. You can just look at a lot of days I don't look it up anymore. Because
this one was different. This was an 80 sleep score. And I got 6 hours and 43 minutes.
And you got an 80.
Yeah,
so that's solid as hell, dude.
Yeah.
And I've had some like that where I'm in the 6 or 7 hour range and I get into the 80s. I have had that happen, but typically I have to get more sleep.
So after my 97 day, I just want to let you know, after my 97 day, the next day, 36. Well, that's 4 hours and 9 minutes.
And that's what I mean. It fucks with your head a little. There's so many days I don't look.
Yeah.
Like if I feel like I went to bed late, I got up early, I didn't feel like I slept great, I don't want to look.
Yeah.
Because it'll fuck me up. I've had days where I woke up and I can't wait to look at my score. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I slept like a baby. That was a great dream. And I go over, I pull up my phone and it's all 51. And you're like, what the fuck? I didn't sleep good. And then all day I feel like I didn't sleep good but had I not looked at that, I would have felt like $1 million.
Yeah.
Or something to that.
Yeah. But like I said, the next day on the 97, my 36, by the way, felt exactly like my 97. So
I noticed no difference.
No difference.
Fucking, I feel I'm just Mike. Just every day. just Mike.
Every day I'm Mike Pierce.
Yeah. Fucking love that. That is something, I don't know if that's a generational thing or maybe just you and me having in common, but that's been something that's always been like that, is that like I don't get a ton of sleep.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. Like the only time it bothers me, if I get down to like that 3 or 4 range, you ever do those nights, I'm a little out of it the next day. Like you're like, I needed a cycle or 2 more of the REM. Something. I missed something.
Yeah.
I don't know how yours is too, but I never get all my REM and deep sleep. It's usually sometimes
I'm a light sleeper. That's what it says.
Well, sometimes I'll crush one and fail the other. It's rare that I get them both. Like it'll be like your deep sleep was through the roof. You didn't have any REM cycles. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, obviously my 87 is going to say everything was fucking awesome.
Yeah. And just so you know, all of our science tells us that we should have been dead 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like
you shouldn't be living right now, actually.
It's really dramatically unhealthy for you to not get enough sleep. They say it's the new smoking. I've heard people say that. But they also said that about being sedentary.
Yeah.
It's the new smoking. It's the new smoking. Shut the fuck up. There's a lot to the mental game. Look at David Goggins.
Yeah.
Fucking, he doesn't have any joints in his body. He fucking
just
runs
running
100 miles
all the
a day.
time, every day.
6-pack, just fucking jacked. Everything hurts everywhere all the time. Doesn't bother him. He
Fuck
just
your
goes,
feelings.
Fuck your feelings. What was that on? They had somebody. It was on that show Tires.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly David Goggins. I think it was supposed to be that other dude that makes you take your shirt off.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Fucking had them take their shirts off and shit like that. If you haven't seen Tires, man, if you're a stand-up comedy fan or you like fucking new shows,
Shameless, yeah.
I was going to tell you, especially if it's right here at the end of the show, which we're getting close to. Do you have any other recommendations for me? And I can just go back here. I don't have to write this shit down.
What do you mean? Like
I don't. You were the one who
comedians?
told me no shows.
Oh, shows?
Because now I'm not as busy as I used to be. I can watch
Okay.
shows now and again.
Well, the show, I mean, it doesn't exist anymore, but they had like 2 seasons. Detroiters. I've told you about that one.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Detroiters is funny, dude. And I wish it would have gone on for a little longer, but that one's a fucking hilarious one. I like.
Are they going to make
Detroiters.
another season of Tires, by the way? It's only 2 right now, right?
Yeah, probably. They probably will, dude.
I don't even know. I'm almost done. I think I'm on episode like 10 or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting close to the end. Anything else?
I'll think of some ones for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'll have to fucking write it down, Pierce. That's why I went on the podcast. Episode 246 or 7. I didn't even say it at the top of the show, I
No.
don't think. It's 247. yeah. 247. 3 episodes until the big 250, but
Yes, sir.
we're going to have to get on that.
Yeah.
Have a little something happening around here. But yeah, it's a Sunday.
Sunday.
Both got work tomorrow.
football.
Football. Bears versus the Cowboys today,
Here we
actually.
go. We'll let you know next week how me and Tony Dollar are doing.
Yeah, no
Friendship
episode
wise.
next week. Somebody's fucking hurt. Somebody's mad.
Yeah. But as always, thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, go to all of our social media platforms. You got the Instagram, the TikTok, the YouTube. Check us out, and let us know what you think of the show. Let us know if there's anything that you'd like to see. We're always open to everything.
Hell yeah.
And with that, Dollar, it is a wrap. Cheers.
Cheers.